Hey everyone, I'm Pion, and welcome to the Pion's Perspective Strife Open Beta episode. So there's a lot to talk about, and so I decided to make two videos. A really short one, which is this one, where I just summarize the important changes, and a big one where I go into detail about all the changes. So if you're up here for a detailed discussion about all the stuff that changed, click on the link here, or stay here for the shorts or the quick summary. So let's get into it. Earlier last week we got the 0.2.50 patch with quite some changes actually. So a bunch of small stuff like dynamic pings, where like your hero is talking now when you're clicking on a target like a turret or a hero. An account boost, which you can buy for gems now, which gives you a permanent XP boost by 50%, and some graphical effects and stuff like that. A new Carter skin. The player termination timer changed now. So before this patch, it was like you had 5 minutes to reconnect. After those 5 minutes, your allies get your passive gold, and your items get sold, and the gold gets split up between your allies as well. Now you have 8 minutes to reconnect, but after 2 minutes, your allies start to receive your passive gold, and after 8 minutes, they get the gold from your items. And probably the biggest change in this patch, players can now walk through allied brawlers. It's hard to predict what this changes actually. So it removes creep blocking from the game, obviously, but it wasn't too important anyway, except for 2v1 lanes, where you could in the where the two players, you could block the creeps or the brawlers in a way that you get a really big wave on the turret. So it makes 1v2ing a little easier by removing that, I guess. Besides that, it probably makes the life a little harder for skill shot heroes like Moxie or Bow, which try to hit the enemies because they can dodge easier now. But besides that, it probably doesn't have too much of an effect, but we will see, I guess. And then we got stuff. We have a Crux death animation now. Yes, it's cool. And a lot of small stuff actually. Oh yeah, all chat has been removed at the end of the game. That's actually quite important. And it got replaced with emotes. There are only 2 emotes right now, GG and well played, I think. We will see if there come more. Yeah, more emotes will be added in the future. They say so in the patch notes. So yeah, there will be more in the future. Great. And a lot of UI stuff and other cool small things like how-to videos for heroes, and a little bit more convenience when it comes to item builds in the game, but you still cannot use crafted items in your hero guides, which is a little annoying in my opinion. Anyway, another big thing in this patch was the nerf for the Spirit Companion. The range got reduced quite significantly, and basically it's more about the slow than about the damage now. The skill is still pretty boring, but it's not as annoying anymore, which makes this a good change in my opinion. It's just not as annoying anymore because the hero has to be closer to you to hit it, which yeah, makes it less annoying, as I said. Then a really small nerf to Vermilion, which makes sense, I guess, because he's a really high tier pick in competitive play, and small bug fixes. Let's get to the more important patch, shall we? 0.4.0, the open beta strikes hard, and I'm sitting on a lot of unused closed beta keys now. But anyway, we have open beta, so that's a good thing. We have more players. Strife S2 was at PAX, and we got a bunch of new players, and we'll get more in the future. So that's nice to see. And let's see what changed. So we got a bunch of new content in this patch. So we got single player content now. So you can play a single player experience surrounding the story of Bastion, which is pretty cool. I didn't play it yet, but I will, and I probably will make a let's play video about it on YouTube. We got a Strife companion app. The app is not really good yet, but it's nice to see one. Like, it has a high quality graphic wise, but it's technically it's pretty bad because it's super big and slow, and it doesn't save your login and stuff like that. It's well, check it out, but it's not that good yet. But I am looking forward to this app in the future. We have a refer a friend system now, which is good, and a race to level 70. Which is pretty stupid in my opinion. I would not have done this. Like, the first one reached level 70, gets flown to the S2 office and meet and greet with the S2 crew. And like, this is okay, guys. Please don't sleep anymore. Just play Strife or share your account with other people. I don't know. I don't like this at all. I'm not sure. It's a neat idea, but it just implicates too much horrible stuff in my opinion. And we got a curse voice integration, which is good for promotion purposes, I guess. I didn't use curse voice yet. It might be a useful tool though in the future. I have to check it out. And then we got a bunch of other stuff. Let's try to stick to important stuff. Okay, you get less gold for generators, but more passive gold and more gold for kills on the higher levels for hero kills. So that's an interesting change. Makes comebacks a little easier, which I like a lot. Ace got buffed again a bit, which is probably good. But as I said in earlier episodes, don't overdo it. Make sure he's not a train wreck. He's not wrecking face too hard in lower level plays, but I think it's okay. Still, we will see. I would be careful with more buffs to him, but so far it's okay, I guess. Bow got nerfed quite significantly, at least for the higher level plays. Like the ultimate is not as strong anymore if you hit a wall with it, and the damage reduction got nerfed by 30%, which I don't know why this nerf had to happen, because Bow was a good pick, but never a high tier pick in competitive play. So I don't know, not really sure why this nerf was needed, but I guess S2 had its reason for it. Carter, Ring of Fire got nerfed quite a bit, probably good because the skill was a little annoying in some situations because it was really strong for pushing and stuff. So probably a good nerf here. Sweeping Strikes for Hale got changed. It basically resets the cooldown after he got a kill, which is interesting because it means that he can be played more like an assassin now. You go in with Sweeping Strikes, kill something, and Sweeping Strikes out. That opens up a new strategy for Hale, which is a good thing in my opinion, because more possibilities for him makes him a little bit more viable for competitive play. So I'm looking forward to that. Then a really cool change to Golden Gate. It gives movement speed bonus now for allied heroes who walk through it, which is really, really cool. I like the mechanic a lot. It makes the skill just more interesting, and it was one of the more interesting skills in the game anyway, and now it's even more interesting. So we will see cool uses for that, I guess. The freeze ray resets his cooldown as well after it kills something. Not sure if that's too important actually, but yeah, I don't know. It might make a Fed Ray really dangerous actually, because he can just kill and freeze the next one, and I don't know. But it's not too big of a deal, I guess. Small jailbreak buff, and then Trixie, I would say nerf overall, which is a good thing, especially to add the beam. It actually deals more damage now, which is a little dangerous, but the range got removed or reduced, and the mana cost increased, and splash radius got reduced as well, and splash damage as well. The barrel roll got nerfed, and the Kraken Curse got actually buffed a bit, quite a bit actually. So that will be interesting to see how this change Trixie's spot in competitive play, I guess. Might actually get her out of that tier 1 spot, but maybe not. She's still really strong. She's still really, really strong. The pot shot is still dangerous as fuck, and yeah, I guess we will see. Then a bunch of enchantment changes. I will not go over all of them. I just will like pick out some things I noticed. For example, lifesteal got buffed across the board, except for the Sealer's Blade. There's enchantment for the Sealer's Blade, which gives the vampirism. Enchantment for the Sealer's Blade got nerfed a bit. Every other part of lifesteal in this game got buffed, or every other item and enchantment in this game, which gives lifesteal, got buffed. So that's interesting, because lifesteal was actually a little bit underpowered, and I guess S2 realized that and just buffed it across the board. Captain's Crest rework. It doesn't give armor anymore to allied brawlers. Instead, it gives a 20% tower damage reduction aura. Which is interesting, because this means that actually your brawlers do not push more. They're just, if they get under the turret, they just survive longer, but they will not push faster to their turret, which is interesting. The magic armor buff got, yeah, and they're not harder to last hit. So this is, I think, a good change, because it makes the crest less, or not annoying anymore, but still fulfilling its purpose, making it easier to take in turrets without destroying the enemy's lane play. And magic armor got increased to 20. Which, okay, makes it actually a little harder to clear the waves now. So it's good if you're getting pushed, actually, because it stops the enemies from farming your waves too hard. And the enchantments got changed a bit, yeah. But so that's a good rework for the Captain's Crest, I think. We will see how it's still a good item, I think, on special heroes, on specific heroes, but not on everybody anymore. So that's pretty good. as I said, vampirism got buffed, and or cost reduced, whatever. Stuff. Winter Charm, that's one, the one I wanted to talk about as well. The Restrain no longer removes the damage you deal, but the costs got increased. This is an interesting change. I like it. It was a cool idea to have this enchantment which just removes the damage, but gives you more slow. But it was quite confusing, especially if you're have a different, or if you're used to play with different Winter Charms, one with the Restraint enchant, one without, because it makes the item to play so different that it was a little confusing. You had to check which one do I have now, and I don't know. I like the change. Might make this enchantment a little too strong though. We will see. What else? Rangers West, all enchantments got buffed. They're trying to make this item viable. Not sure if that's enough, but I guess we will see. And yeah, that's it more or less, I guess. So you maybe noticed no ranked play yet. Ranked play is implemented though. It's just not unlocked yet because you have to be level 25. Everybody got reset. I did not mention that yet. We have an account vibe, but you got refunded for your resources and your gems and stuff. Since everybody is level 1 and you need level 25 for ranked play, S2 decided to lock ranked play until there are enough players on level 25, because it doesn't make sense to unlock ranked play if nobody can play it. So we get ranked play very soon. I would imagine in 1 or 2 weeks. So I'm looking forward to that. And this looks like a really good time to play Strife, so we'll stream Strife more now that I'm back from vacation. And this video got way longer than I wanted it to be, but there's so much to talk about, and now I will make an even longer video about all the details and all the discussions about all this stuff. But I'm rambling here, so thanks a lot for watching, have fun, and see ya next time.